All right, guys. So we have some semi big news coming out of the Biden administration, and some of you guys may like this, some of you guys may not. Right? Some of you guys should already know how I feel about the student loan debt forgiveness issue. Obviously, I'm not for it. I think that people should pay back their student loans, and that's coming from somebody who has student loans. Okay, so in the stimulus package, right, the one that they just passed, there was a little talked about provision in there that basically made student loan forgiveness, future student loan forgiveness, tax free. Okay. And this is a big deal because the argument is that this provision opens up the way for Biden to unilaterally forgive student loans. Now, Biden has rejected forgiving student loans up to like $50,000, but he has been open to forgiving student loans up to $10,000. Matter of fact, that's basically what he wants to do, right? And it seems likely that that's what he's going to do. And lo and behold, it seems like he's basically going to follow through with some of his promises here in regards to student loans, as he has announced that he is canceling $1 billion in student loans. So let's read a little bit more about this. The Biden administration is canceling $1 billion of student loans. Here's what you need to know. Student loans. In the ongoing debate over student loan cancellation, at least some borrowers will get student loan forgiveness. In a major announcement, the U.S. Department of Education will enact student loan cancellation for 72,000 student loan borrowers who previously had some student loans canceled, but now will get full student loan cancellation. The Biden administration says the previous formula to cancel student loans in cases of fraud or school closure that was used in the Trump administration, which often created partial student loan forgiveness, was unfair to student loan borrowers. Under a federal law known as the Borrower Defense to Repayment, borrowers could get federal student loan cancellation if they attend a school that engaged in a deceptive or illegal practices or suddenly closed. In 2016, the Obama administration issued new rules to protect student borrowers and get student loan relief. These rules existed as a form of consumer protection because absent these rules, student loan borrowers would still have to pay off student loans even if they didn't find gainful employment after attending schools such as ITT, Technical Institute, or Corinthian colleges. Okay, so basically this is a continuation of an Obama era policy in regards to student loan forgiveness. Now, Betsy DeVos, has been against this. She believes that student loan forgiveness is too generous. So let's read a little bit more about her perspective. Former U.S. Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos said the borrower defense to repayment rules were too generous to student loan borrowers, awarding too much student loan forgiveness and hurting taxpayers who footed the bill. Last year, attorney generals from 22 states plus the District of Columbia sued U.S. Secretary of Education in federal court over her decision to limit student loan forgiveness for students. DeVos rewrote the borrower's defense to repayment rules so she could, in her words, strike a balance between the needs of students and taxpayers. DeVos says her student loans forgiveness rules would save taxpayers $11 billion over 10 years. Under the DeVos standard, student loan cancellation was not automatic. Borrowers had to apply for student loan relief, and borrowers had 3 years to prove their claim of financial harm. All right, so basically that's the argument. Betsy DeVos essentially, wanted to side more with the taxpayer in regards to student loan forgiveness. She didn't want to make it as easy as the Biden administration is doing to get student loan forgiveness. Okay, so basically what this basically does is that it just makes it a little bit easier for certain segments of people to actually get student loan forgiveness. But this is not the wholesale promise from the Biden administration. Okay, this is not it. This is just the first step. This is a tease. Okay, and with Biden doing this, I do expect him to fulfill his promise of forgiving $10,000 in student loan debt. Now, I don't think he's gonna forgive all student loans like the progressives want. I don't think he's gonna forgive $50,000. I think he's gonna do the $10,000 like he said. And I think that's going to be it. And, you know, you can see that in the stimulus bill, they paved the way for this to be done tax-free, which means they're definitely probably going to use it. Okay. And they're going to try to work through Joe Biden unilaterally by using executive orders and whatnot and not having to go through legislation. So as you can see here, the Democrats are progressing on this plan for student loan forgiveness. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.